8. Ahora.
Who are you and where are you from?
I'm Miguel Martinez.
Hello, my name is Steve Rosal.
Yvonne Morales. My name is Yvonne Montoya.
I think it'll just expand my my vocabulary as a dancer with different rhythms, different movement patterns.
I think my body will respond to learning this form by attaching itself to rhythm and melody as much as possible, because it's probably what I'm able to connect to the most. Because these steps aren't familiar to me.
What do they say, like when you're a baby and you're first learning to walk, you kind of look a little clumsy and you're tripping a little bit. And so I think there's like that overcoming of the like awkwardness.
Feet work might be a challenge. I think that some of the specificities of the technique and the way the body's held in certain positions, the rhythms of the feet might be challenging, but I think that they'll pick up the choreography quickly and I think it'll be fun to watch and do, because I'm going to be a part of it.
I've actually been dreaming and wanting to take some folklorico classes, and it's been like a goal. It's been on my list of things to do, and I finally get to do it.
Yo soy Juan Ángeles González. Como bailarín yo inicié a los 7 años. 18 años ya formé mi propio grupo de danza. Estuve en algunas instituciones en la Ciudad de México, alrededor de 36 años como coreógrafo. No. Yo te voy a decir dónde está el problema, que tú le haces así y entonces te empiezas a colgar. Ellos te van a agarrar y entonces me suben 2, 3 y entonces yo me quedo aquí. Siempre he dicho que la danza es el ejercicio más completo que hay porque trabajas todo tu cuerpo. Sí.
Yo me siento motivada.
¿Cómo se dice grateful?
Emocionado, contento.
The energy is always so high that you need the stamina and for the speed, and you need the big muscle groups, because it's not only speed, you always move your legs and your body, your upper torso, and all the way to your shoulders, you know, and so all of that is not necessarily, it's just activated from the moment you start to the moment that you finish, as opposed to, you know, maybe modern, that like, not all modern, but a lot of modern has like ups and downs, and you slow down and then you have moments of stillness, and this one just goes, and it's and so in that way it's just like a whirlwind from the beginning, and it ends in a whirlwind, and it kind of just spits you out, and you're like, I mean, for
Wow, what it was like being the caballito. Felt like I was a human trampoline. Such a beautiful form. It means a lot more to me than I thought, considering my own roots.
Al cielo, vamos de los pies. Cuando contracción.
Por ejemplo, la técnica que tiene usted, Yvonne, pues es muy distinta a la que nos enseñan a nosotros, pero sentí yo que era muy buena para nosotros, para mejorar también nuestra técnica. Los pasos que usted nos enseñó, el calentamiento, eso me gustó mucho.
Mis impresiones de breaking fue cómo puedo llevar mi peso a diferentes partes con solamente usar mis brazos como apoyo, las manos aquí, y del breaking es como yo me estoy defendiendo, estoy cubriéndome, entonces como algo muy diferente, ¿no?
¿Tú?
Creo que ya tengo hambre.
Me dio mucho sueño, dolorida, cansada
También.
Un poquito sucio.
Nada.
Arrepentido.
My impression of the footwork was that it was going to be tough, but I didn't think it would be so tough. And I didn't know that I wasn't expecting the footwear to be the way that it is. These are boots, and these boots have steel on them, and they're heavy, but they feel very powerful to be in.
miserable way, just because I just think that if I had been better conditioned to wear the shoes, maybe it would have been a more smooth transition into the style.
I know my feet really hurt. My impression is that my feet are doing a lot of the work.
I think it went really well. Actually, I think it went better than expected. So much possibility, and the dancers are so willing to take risks and are open to learning each other's forms that it was a really, really beautiful exchange.
But overwhelming in the most positive way that I can express that. It's a lot more than I thought it would be, and again in a good way. So it went fantastically well.
There was sort of a disconnect between my mind and my feet. My mind was telling me the rhythm, but my feet were not able to catch up with said rhythm. So it was that response was really funny, but also really enlightening to see, and humbling also to be like, yeah, this is a new form. This is unfamiliar to you. Like, pick it up.
It's very different. He's very old school. He knows his stuff. You can tell that he's a master at the art craft. So it's nice to be with someone that's so confident and so knowledgeable.
Giving counts and not being super like breaking things down in such a really minuscule way that if we learn by watching and we learn by doing, we really do gain everything that we need to gain. Maestro did say, el profe did say that, you know, we don't do it by counts. He just told us right now. We don't tell you how many times you're going to do the steps. We listen to the music, and the music tells us when we're going to change the step, and the music tells us when we're going to go to the next movement. And so, yeah, he didn't give us the number. Yeah, so really embodied in learning by doing.
So one of the more difficult forms that I have ever taken class for. My experience learning from Maestro Luis Ángeles has been a rather pleasant one. I thoroughly enjoyed seeing him take pride in his work and the manner in which he teaches his classes. He offers not only professionalism and accountability for each dancer, but also a level of warmth and familiarity to each of his students. And it shows that he cares very much about the art form and his students having a good time as well as learning.
Always come back and learn tradition, learn culture from the roots, you know? So learning from him, it felt like a gift.
Have a lot of fun together, like when they're performing and they're clapping for one another, and then even just like the reactions of when they go for it, like they go for the movement. We did a movement, none of us really knew what was about to happen, and all of a sudden Steve was on the floor being thrown in the air. America was up on him, like waving. We're like, what? And it worked. It happened. It worked. Everyone was safe, and everybody was having fun. And so definitely an impression of like fun and togetherness, relationship with one another, encouraging each other, being present for each other.
Yeah, I really appreciated Luis Ángeles' almost baptism by fire. There wasn't a clear breakdown of the steps. It was learning by doing. And so it was really, truly an embodied experience. There wasn't a like, when does your foot go here? When does your foot go there? It was more like just watch those that know how to do it and do it over and over and over and over until you learn. It was also a lesson in stamina because it's so cardiovascular. And so it's like the repetition is how you get it in the body, and the repetition is how you learn the form. Appreciated that because the way that I teach, the way that I was taught was very specific about what goes where at every precise moment. And so to have this baptism by fire is a different way of learning. And it really has us exercise our skills as visual learners as well as embodied. Would I do this again? Absolutely. I have so many ideas for future collaborations. So I'm willing and ready, they're willing and ready, so we're just gonna wait for the opportunities to come. And I'm sure that this is the first of many, many more exchanges with dancers.
Excelente, muy satisfecho con el trabajo de todos, la habilidad de todos. Se complementaron muy bien. Entonces pudimos trabajar y cumplir el objetivo. Mira, yo pensé que iba a ser difícil al principio, cuando los vi trabajar, pero se fueron involucrando y de repente ya estaban sobre la marcha, ¿no? Y como te lo dije entre los ensayos, trae la base, el contemporáneo, el ballet, ya trae tablas, entonces a lo mejor al principio se les complicaba un poco, pero ya sobre la marcha agarraron ese resultado al último. Todo lo hicieron perfecto. No había alguien que diga, hijo, él se va sin haber aprendido bien. Creo que van bien trabajados con la estampa. Así que fue magnífico.
¿Y dónde vive baile folclórico en su cuerpo?
En el corazón.
En su corazón.
En el corazón.
Pues muchas gracias.
No, gracias a ti, hermosa. Muchas gracias por estar aquí y por seguir trabajando con nosotros, por tener la confianza de seguir trabajando con nosotros. Espero que sigamos haciendo más cosas.